Hi guys, welcome aboard of Crypto Cruiser. It's me Chris, and today we're gonna talk about Bitcoin. We're gonna talk about some of the traditional markets such as S&P 500, where we are in the bull market. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin compared to the USDT on the short term and the long term. And okay guys, let's get started. Of course, we're gonna start with this chart pattern that has been predicting every single Bitcoin move to a T, perfectly, absolutely every single move. So as you can tell here, we had a huge breakdown from 70,000 to 49,000, and everyone was screaming, oh, the bear market is in, sell your crypto. All these big YouTubers were preaching very bearish, sensitive, and once we had this huge bounce from 49 to over 63,000, then they start getting bullish again, and they were saying all-time highs in the imminent short term, all-time highs next month, and so on and so forth. But when you're dealing with the chart analysis, you have to be especially on the short term, it's really difficult to predict where the prices will go in the short term, because there's so many corrections, so many fake outs, bear traps, bull traps, in order to confuse all the participants in the market. When I saw this bounce, I already knew my personal opinion that we're not in a bear market, we're just in a huge correction, and sooner than later we're gonna start hitting all-time highs for Bitcoin, and just continuation of the overall trend. But let's just look into this chart pattern and see exactly how it's been playing out perfectly. Well, we had this huge bounce consolidation phase for 3-4 weeks, and I've been posting every single time, every single day, exact updates of where Bitcoin is going. And how did I know? From here, the local, I said here we're gonna have a local high of around 65,000, because I already knew we're gonna be somewhere around here, and I said I anticipate a move from 65 to around 58,000 in the immediate short term, in the next coming days, and that's exactly what we did. We dropped down from 65 to 58. Then I said, I anticipate a zigzag movement from 58 to 61, and that's exactly what we did, consolidate. But in the meantime, we formed a head and shoulders pattern, and as we all know, that's a very bearish overall pattern. So I measured it, and I said, okay, if this breaks down I anticipate a move, Bitcoin to go around 54. Oh well, we didn't go 54, we went 55,700, so almost to a T. Of course, when you're dealing with chart analysis one-on-one in real time, in the short term, you can't be predicting everything, but overall trend is this. And now, as I can clearly see, we are forming a decentralized triangle, and as I've said, in my opinion, the bottom is not yet in. I have to see prices of at least 53,000, and to be fair, I have to stick with my prediction and say that I anticipate Bitcoin to even move to 52,000. So if we break down of this decentralized triangle here, and we go around 54,000 today, then we have a little bit of bounce here at 55,700, just to test the previous low, and we turn this as this support as a resistance. If we break down the price, we can potentially hit 52,800, and my prediction will come out right, and this will symbolize the bottom of the correction, and then the continuation of the trend of the upper side. So this is something that I'm looking forward to. We have a breakdown on this decentralized triangle pattern, move to 54, I repeat again, bounce around 56, just to test previous support, now turning into resistance and drop down to these levels of around 52,500. Then I anticipate a huge move to symbolize that the bottom is in, uh, setting up higher lows, maybe a reverse head and shoulders, some bottom formation, and then a huge upside momentum where we can potentially hit all-time highs in the immediate short term. A lot of people are thinking, oh, how come you're always so bearish, but you're always on the altcoins, you always say they're gonna go so much higher. Yeah, because overall in the long term I'm extremely bullish. Why I'm extremely bullish? Because I see the traditional markets as well, and I mean, it's just we've been in a huge raging bull market for a long time, and we had our correction in 2022 and 2023, and we start hitting all-time highs of around December of 23. So we had our downturn, and now I think we have a more upside of the months and the quarters to come. So this breakdown that I've mentioned was a bear trap. And how did I know that? Because the S&P 500 overheated the bull market, in my opinion, and we needed this ABC correction just to have a healthy bull market. And the bounce to almost all-time highs, it showed me that the continuation of the trend on the upside will continue, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. We are having a little bit of correction. I don't think this one will go much further. I think we're gonna stay in these prices for a while, between 5,400 and 5,600. We consolidate in these prices, and by the end of the year, early next one, I anticipate S&P 500 to start moving of prices of above 6,200, or even further if we break this trend line, 6,500 and over that. I can clearly see in the charts. So in the short term, as I said, I need to see this bottom formation, but in the long term I'm not bearish. I'm extremely bullish because I can clearly see the trend, and the trend, of course, is our friend. Nothing goes in an exponential, in a straight up line. Nothing, no asset. But as you can clearly see, only with this chart alone, from December of 2022, we've been in a huge, extremely bullish boom, extremely raging bull market. We had our 5 waves and the Elliott wave theory, a little bit of correction and then upside. So only here it must tell you that we are still in a continuation of the trend. How? Well, from 25 we shot almost to 75, so that's 3x in the period of October 23 till beginning of March of 24. So once we break out of this correction, and I anticipate we are like over here, set up the bottom formation, I think by end of September or beginning of October we start hitting all-time highs of around 73,000. Then of course we're gonna have a little bit of a correction. I don't think we're gonna go all the way here, but probably we test 62 again, and then continuation of the trend to 83,000, and then correction, and then snap again to 90, 100, 105,000. And then I'm anticipating by second quarter of 2025 we can actually go of around 130, 160,000 for BTC. And of course all these predictions and all these price targets of all the altcoins that I've made videos of, some of them will come true, some of them won't. Dealing of theory probabilities, if something happened before, it has a potentially chance to happen again. Of course, anything I say again in this video is not a financial advice, it's for pure entertainment purposes. But just to not confuse everyone, I have to repeat myself. This chart pattern has been predicting every single move of BTC, and I anticipate the final shake off, the final bear trap, just to confuse all the participants in the market, to shake off all the weak hands. I anticipate first a move to 54, upside momentum to 50, test this prices at 55, 56, and then the last drop to 52, 53,000, and then we form a bottom formation, and that's exactly what I'm anticipating, something like this. And by middle of September, end of September, why not start hitting all-time highs of 73, and then a little bit of a correction, and then continuation of the trend. Okay guys, thank you for tuning in. So far I've been nothing but right. I've been predicting every single move. Actually, this chart pattern has been telling us exactly every single move of the BTC, and I can't just ignore it, since it's been right, and it's been absolutely to a T. Thank you guys, I really appreciate tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you want to get my crypto guidebook for absolutely free, you can subscribe to my Patreon as well. Thank you for watching, and we'll see each other later on. Goodbye.